Today on Running to Him.
Hosea's description of his world matches our world today. Today's reading is Hosea chapter 4, and we'll concentrate on verses 1 through 3. Hosea 4, 1 through 3 says, "Listen to the word of the Lord, O sons of Israel, for the Lord has a case against the inhabitants of the land, because there is no faithfulness or kindness or knowledge of God in the land. There is swearing, deception, murder, stealing, and adultery. They employ violence, so the bloodshed flows bloodshed. Therefore the land mourns, and everyone who lives in it languishes, along with the beasts of the field, the birds of the sky, and also the fish of the sea disappear." Now close your eyes and picture the world around us. Evil surrounds us. I recently read of a Protestant pastor who dressed up in drag. He dressed as a woman and then went to a location of like thinkers to show his unity with them, that his church was welcoming to all. His denomination removed him when they heard of this activity, but those in his church argued against the denomination's move and wanted him restored. We have politicians who cry that even though they are personally against abortion, they will fight for everyone to have the right to terminate a life. This is like this person saying, "I'm against murder, but if you feel you must, feel free to exercise those feelings." Hosea presented what God saw his people doing. He is not addressing those outside a relationship with him. These are actions from people who claim that he was their God. We don't have to look very far to see how Hosea's description fits in our lives today. The Pope just declared that adultery and sexual sin were not grievous sins. He agreed that these actions were sinful, but he said that there were much greater sins. Can you imagine someone saying that it's okay if you sin a little? Just stay away from the big ones? I don't know the entire conversation the Pope was having while flying to Athens. I'm sure he did not want to insinuate that a bit of sin in a person's life was okay. But that is the way the news reported it. The Times of London headline said, "Don't sweat about the sins of the flesh," Pope says. A little sin is not okay. Christ tells us that a bit of leaven flows through all the dough, Matthew 13:33. But unfortunately, a little sin multiplies in our lives, and it explodes, severely damaging our witness and our walk. But we need to think about our walk with Christ. Where do we need to rein in ourselves? Where do we need to recognize our attitude impacts us and those around us? God does not want us to play games with our walk with Him. Instead, He desires us to seek righteousness through our relationship with Him. Our world is just as bad today as the Israelites of millennia ago.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.